Necromunda Hired Gun is a fun shooter set in a dark, desolate, and repressive environment. I had a lot of fun putting skills together to overcome my opponents, and in some ways, it's just thoughtless entertainment. The official description reads, quote, "Navigate an ocean of crime and corruption to balance the bloody ecosystem of Necromunda as a merciless hired gun. The money's good, the dog's loyal, and the gun's reliable, but can you survive the hunt?" Necromunda Hired Gun is an indie, fast-paced, violent, and thrilling FPS set in the darkest reaches of Warhammer 40,000's most infamous Hive City. For the right price, eliminate the most notorious gangsters and mutants. Your armory is a sprawling arsenal. Your body is enhanced with a dozen customizable augments to run on walls and leap over chasms. Your Cyber Mastiff will sniff out and kill enemies for you, while your grappling hook allows quick, agile traversal of the massive environments. End quote. You take on the role of a bounty hunter who accepts assignments from a home base in return for money that can be spent on equipment and improvements. The overall loop consists of running and shooting through roughly 13 missions and returning to the safe haven in between to increase stats and equipment. It's just a pity that a game set in a world with limited mythology and potential couldn't deliver stronger characters or a better plot to stand out in this universe, or offer great audio mixing to go with it. While you won't be treated to any breathtaking views, you will see a big brawl taking place on top of a heap of garbage, no pun intended. One would anticipate these kinds of settings to exist in a 40k cosmos. A bit more variation on the planet would have been nice though. Despite the fact that it's not at all awful, most of it begins to appear same after a while. Your massive dog becomes your buddy, but is basically worthless unless you enhance it in some way. Once called, you must point it towards your adversary and command it to attack that specific target. If the dog obeyed, there wouldn't be any issue. If the adversary is on a higher ground, the dog will usually not attack it, or if it's behind a wall, the dog will just ignore you. Overall, I didn't really use the dog very much because it was difficult to handle. Upgrading your bounty hunter will provide you with some incredible abilities. Some of these abilities are passive, such as wall running, auto-aiming, while others are rather distinctive, such as where you can unlock a Berserk mode that allows you to rush about with a sword and hack up your opponents. Weapons can also be customized, and there are a variety of options to pick from. Shotguns, sniper rifles, plasma rifles, just to name a few, and there are also mods for each weapon. Playing this on the PlayStation 5, I had a number of issues. Occasionally, the control inputs did not register at all. Weapons take up so much screen space that it can be really tough to see at times. The sound effects have been muffled, as is the voice audio, which is just a bizarre choice. Some animations also seem to be completely absent. There are numerous bugs, one of which is the gun in your hand that completely disappears. Side tasks are available for you to take on outside of the game's main storyline. As a mercenary, you must accept jobs in order to make money and pay for the aforementioned new weaponry and upgrades. These side duties range from simple target detections and eliminations to surviving waves of enemies. Overall, the game can take up easily 6 to 8 hours to complete, giving you some space to tackle on side activities. It is unfortunate that the game ultimately suffers from being released a bit too early, as I felt that it did have a lot of potential. While it isn't priced at $60 or $70, it does make this purchase a bit easier, but even so, I'd wait for a steep sale on this one. Don't get me wrong, there is a lot of fun to be had, but ultimately, this game could use a few major updates before jumping in. Had I put a score on this, then I'd easily give it a 6 out of 10. I'd like to thank GameFinity for providing me with a review key on PlayStation 5, and for more gaming content, check out the rest of my channel. If you enjoyed this video, then give me a thumbs up. If you dislike it, then give me a thumbs down, but please tell me why so I can improve my videos. My name is Frank, I'm the RedTieGuy, and frankly, thank you for watching. Catch you guys in the next video.